Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Today we are doing problems 21 through 30. 21 says the rectangular prism below has a width of 30 feet, a length of 6 feet, and a height of 8 feet. Calculate the volume for this object in cubed feet. So when we are finding the volume of a rectangular prism, what you want to do is multiply the length times width times height, or base times width times height. They are the same thing. Length times width times height and base times width times height. Same formula. Okay, so we are just multiplying these three numbers together. So 30 times 6 times 8. And you could use a calculator to do this. So 30 times 6 is 180. Times 8 gives us 1440. 1,440, which is D. I guess I should write that here. And that would be also in cubed feet. Okay, a dress which costs $59.95 has a decrease in price of 21%. Estimate the new price for this dress. Remember, an estimation is not exact. An estimation is more like a guess. And what I would do when I'm estimating is round. So $59.95, I would round to $60. And the 21%, I would round to 20%. When you're finding 20%, when you are estimating finding 20% of a number, what I do, and I learned this trick from a cousin of mine, what I do is simply double the first number. So 6 doubled is 12. 12 is actually 20% of 60. But that isn't what it was asking. It wanted to know the new price for the dress. So 12 is what you are taking off of the price, but you would need to do 60 minus 12 to find the estimated new price of the dress. 60 minus 12 gives us 48. You could do that in a calculator if you needed to. If you didn't want to use the method, or maybe you weren't going with 20%, maybe you were going with 30% or 70% when you were rounding, all you would have to do is take your number and multiply it times the decimal form of that percentage. So the decimal form of 20% is 0.2, and 60 times 0.2, I'll show you here. 60 times 0.2 does give you 12. So then you would still have to subtract that from your original amount. So our answer choice is B. Okay, the temperature of Baku, Azerbaijan, I have no idea how to pronounce it, I apologize, dropped over 5 hours from 0 degrees Fahrenheit to negative 15 degrees Fahrenheit. If the temperature dropped the same amount each hour, how much did the temperature change each hour? So from 0 to negative 15, okay, and we've got 5 hours. Well, if we're counting by fives, that's going to be in groups of 3, right? So, right, this is 5, 10, 15, right? So groups of 3. So it would be 3 degrees each hour. But we are going down, remember? So that it's going to be a negative 3. So negative 3 degrees each hour for 5 hours gives us negative 15. Calculate the total cost of a toy car, which costs $30 plus tax, plus 8% tax. Okay, so we've got $30 toy, and we are wanting to add 8% tax. Remember, you have to pay for 100% of that toy plus 8% tax, which is 108%. When we are multiplying something, we want to find the decimal form for our percentage. So we move our decimal 2 times to the left. So this would be multiplying 30 times 1.08, and that would give us the price for the toy car, including that 8%. So 1.08 times 30 gives us $32.4 or $32.40. You can just annex a 0 on the end. It does not change the value. So our answer choice is C. Okay, 25. A hotel elevator starts on the 5th floor. It went up 7 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. To the 12th floor. Down 3 floors. 1, 2, 3. So now it's on the 9th floor. And then down 6 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we ended up on the 3rd floor, which is D. For word problems and the sort like this, I would just simply draw a picture. Whatever elevator you see in your mind, if you draw a picture and then you can actually move your elevator up and down as needed, I feel like that's super helpful. For me personally, it is. But I'm a visual learner, so. Okay, a number multiplied by 7 is less than 21. So a number, it didn't tell us what number it is, so we're going to use a variable. I'll use x. So when we multiply a number times 7, so a number by 7, x times 7 is 7x, is less than 21. Less than is, this is the less than symbol, less than 21. Which of the following expressions correctly identifies this sentence? Well, it's not equal to 21, so this is out. It's not greater than 21, so this is out. C is actually correct. 7x is less than 21. This says 21x is less than 7, so that's out. So our answer choice here is C. Billy worked at 68 hours this week at his job. He worked 4 hours less than, so 4 hours less than, 3 times the hours he worked last week. Which expression can be used to solve this problem? So we worked 4 hours less than, so whatever this was, minus 4, that's 4 less than something. So 3 times the number he worked last week, minus 4 gives us that 68. So that's going to be answer choice A. We're not adding 4. We're not multiplying by 4. And this does not say that we are multiplying by 3. So our answer choice is A. Okay, it says, which expression is equivalent to 1/5 times 20x minus 30? So we are just using the distributive property here to distribute the 1/5 to the 20x and to the negative 30. 1/5 times 20. We're just simply dividing here. Because there's a 1 on top, we're simply just dividing 20 divided by 5. So 20 divided by 5 gives us 4, and don't forget our x, our variable that goes with it. We're going to keep our subtraction sign because these are both positive numbers. And then we're taking the 30 and we're going to divide it by 5. 30 divided by 5 is 6. So our answer is 4x minus 6, which is A. Now, you could have multiplied like this, and 20 divided by, or 20 times 1 is 20, and 5 times 1 is 5, and got 20 divided by 5, and then got your 4. You could have also done it with your 30. That does not want to write my 6 over there. Okay, so either way, whatever way you worked it out to get your 4 and your 6, remember, don't forget your x here, and don't forget that the 6 is either, you can make it a negative 6, or it can be subtracting 6. You can just bring your subtraction sign down. Okay, it says a store at the mall is having a sale of 30% off all coats. The expression 0.7 times C describes the discounted price in dollars for a coat. Which expression also describes the discounted price in dollars for a coat? So, if we're taking 30% off of something, we're taking that 100% of the cost, and we're subtracting 30% of the cost, and that's how we get the 70% of the cost. So you can either multiply the cost of the cost of the coat times that 70% and get your answer. Or you can take the price of the coat, subtract 30% of the coat, 30% or 0.3 times the coat, and then that would give you the price of the discounted price of the coat. Okay, so C minus 0.3C gives us our discounted price. So that would be answer choice C. Okay, last one. Betty is looking at a map. On the map, the scale reveals that 1 inch is equal to 5.6 miles. And anytime I'm dealing with scale factors, I want to go ahead and write my scale in there. So my scale is 1 inch is equal to 5.6 miles. Okay, on the map, she measures in inches the distance from her cabin to the lake. The distance on the map is 3 inches. So I'm going to put 3 inches on top because we remember we want to put inches with inches and miles with miles. And I don't know how many miles we have yet. Oh, it wants us to determine D. So it wants to use the variable D here instead of X, which is fine. It doesn't change anything. Okay, so we're looking for this equation over here. It's not A, it is B, it is not C, and it's not D. So our answer choice here is B. Okay, that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I miss you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, enjoying time with your family, getting in touch with your teachers and your friends via video chat or FaceTime. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.